Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was faffing around with a million and one things, mainly trying to get the internet to work, and yeah, which it now is, so we're all good. We're all good. So I am very, very sorry for being a little bit late, but here now, and hopefully we can talk about all things skincare and life and just anything you want. So before I delve into it, I'll very quickly go over like the admin stuff really quickly, and then we'll get straight into the questions so I don't run super far behind. So for those of you that are new, welcome. We do these live streams every other Saturday. 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, which is 1 p.m. East Coast time, 10 a.m. West Coast time. And if you're watching from Australia or New Zealand, somewhere in the region of about 5 a.m. in the morning, and you get an extra love because that's dedication. If you miss anything on these live streams, we always do them on repeat, so you can always catch up on anything that you miss at all. It's always repeated here on YouTube, you can replay, as and when suits you. So ask anything that you want whatsoever, so we'll answer all questions. Just drop them in the comment section of this live stream, and I will answer any questions that you have. But I think let's just delve straight in before I'm run even further behind. So, first of all, a big hello to Tom. Tom's also the moderator, the sheriff in town when it comes to this live stream. So a big thank you to Tom, because honestly, wouldn't be able to do this without him. So yeah, just a big thank you to Tom, and sending him lots and lots of love. Rain, great to see you. Hope all is amazing with you. Suzanne, great to see you, says, how is the Christmas cheer coming along? In pieces, Suzanne. I feel really behind this year when it comes to Christmas. Normally I'm on it. There's been, I think, going on holiday, and then there's been loads of stuff going on in the background. I'm a little bit behind. So one of the Christmas trees is up. The other one's going to do tonight, and then I'm going to put all the extras in this room. So next live stream, everything will be decked to within an inch of its life. And I'm just going to shut the dog out because he's going to come in. He's already trying to work his way in, and he's in a very excitable mood with his squeaky toy. We don't need that. So yeah, I feel like I'm behind with Christmas, but it's good to be here, and I've been looking forward to this live stream like all weekend and chatting with you guys, so thank you. And how are you guys, Suzanne? How are you, Jan, Damien? Hope you're all amazing. Carolyn says, hey you guys, feel like it's been ages. Happy Saturday. So I hope you've all got nice Christmas weather. We haven't. It's very wet. It's very windy here in the UK. I would love a little snow. Where my parents are in the north of the UK, it's been snowing literally non-stop. So they've got a lot of snow. Down here, no, it's just wet and it's just rainy. So not the best, but once I've got some Christmas tunes on, get the decorations all up, it'll be fabulous. And how are you, my love? I hope everything is amazing with you. Great to see you, Dina. Thanks for joining. Jay, great to see you, said, best Korean alternative for Paula's Choice Exfoliator. I wouldn't go for Korean skincare. Korean skincare is known for being gentle and tending to not have super high potency actives. So if you're looking for like salicylic acid to really like do as much as the Paula's Choice one, you're probably not going to find it that easily in the Korean skincare market. Great if you're looking for a gentle alternative though. So if you're looking for a like for the Paula's Choice one, I would go with the Face Theory Saliatica Toner. That, for me, is just as good, if not better, and it's cheaper. Rita, great to see you, my love. Jan, great to see you, says, I'm trying to join for a while. It's 1 a.m. in the morning and still recovering from one of my 2 nights in the year that I actually go out. Well, Jan, sending you love, and I'm glad that you could join us, even if it is for a short period of time. Great to see you. Lebrexa, great to have you, my love. Hope all is amazing. Suzanne says, have a good week, Mad About Skin Fight. Hope everyone's happy and healthy. This week, what did we do? What did we do this week? Got some of the Christmas stuff sorted, did a little Christmas shopping, caught up with things. I feel like this week was a good week for like just general admin and catching up on things. I feel like it's been a little bit manic in the past couple of weeks. So it was nice to kind of have a breather and catch up on things. So we're getting there, Suzanne. We're getting there. How was your week? Scott says, good morning from Long Beach. Sending you lots of love, Scott, all the way to California, where I'm assuming it's a lot warmer than it is here in the UK. A lot warmer. Trying, great to see you. Says, happy Saturday. The question is, I would like to use copper peptides, but I've heard that the side effect is unwanted hair growth. Is that right? No, I don't think so. I think like with a lot of things in skincare, we have to remember that what works for one person might not work for another. We all have different experiences with different products, and copper peptides in general can promote hair growth in a good way, so it can be good for promoting hair growth. So people have kind of made the big jump to say, well, if it promotes hair growth, then you shouldn't use it on your face if you don't want hair. That's kind of not how that works. I think if you use it on an area with a beard, then you might find that your beard might be fuller. Which, you know, I think if you don't have the hair there in the first place, I'm pretty sure it's not going to have much of an impact. I've never noticed a difference. I can barely grow a beard. Like, we're talking like peach fuzz at best. I can't really grow a beard. I've been using copper peptides for 4 years and I've noticed no discernible difference in the level of beardage. So I don't think that's true. Different people say different things. So personally, I would use it, and it's going to be one of those things that if you do get the side effect then of that you don't want, once you stop using them, it'll go away anyway. So I personally wouldn't think that would be an issue. But like I say, different ingredients work differently for different people. So, Sweet Tea, great to see you, says, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, but I'm wearing shorts. That's Florida for you, Sweet Tea. That's Florida for you. But you know what? You can still deck the halls, still have your full Christmas vibes, even if you are in shorts. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Suzanne says, Rob, I finally tried Allies of Skin Light Up Mask. Love that product. So it's fantastic. I'm usually so sensitive to vitamin C, so I chose the wash off version. Yeah, I think wash off, if you're sensitive, is like the best option. And that light up mask, I like to put it on, leave it on 10 minutes, rinse it off, and then you just get this most gorgeous glow. So yeah, I love that mask so much. Definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, I stocked up. I think I bought 4 when it was the buy one get one free. Zero regrets. And Suzanne, are you all decked? Are all the Christmas decorations up? Are we looking fabulous? Are we looking festive? Let me know, everyone, let me know, what stage are we at with the decorations? At the end of tonight, I will be fully decorated. It will all look fabulous and I'll be very, very happy. Until then, I feel like a little behind with Christmas, if that makes sense. Feel a little behind with Christmas. Jill, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. BB, great to see you too. Let's have a look. Suzanne said, I broke down. I wanted to give vitamin C a chance again. 2024 will be quite the fight against hyperpigmentation. But you know what, Suzanne? I think setting yourself up for success and thinking, okay, maybe I can't do like full strength this, high potency that. Actually, giving yourself a year to tackle like hyperpigmentation, I think is realistic. I think you'll get some good results over a year. I think you'll see some great results, and I think it sets yourself up for success. Expecting results in like a week, which is what I've heard some people say, never going to happen. So yeah, I think the light up mask, a great place to start. I know you were saying in the other message that the NAG solution is like top favorite. This is just like this is the ordinary aloe plus NAG. It's a really great serum that everybody could just slot into their routine. Is it going to like change the world? No, it's got limited, but it's just a great all-rounder. It's going to hydrate, will help with hyperpigmentation, it suits everybody. It's one of those, like, just no-brainers. Like, slip into the routine, almost forget you're even using it, but it'll make everything else in your routine work that little bit better, which is why I love it. So, yeah, Suzanne, I'm fully on board with the ordinary aloe NAG. I think... Did I buy like 6 in the sale? Because I tend to... This is one thing I get asked a lot on my videos. So when I do a video that says like, oh, I was using this, or I've been using this product, and I say that one bottle will last me about a month or about 6 weeks, and everyone's in the comments is like, how much do you use? Well, I'm like the opposite, and I wonder sometimes how little some people use a product. So I'll find like a 30ml serum using twice a day will last me like 6 to 8 weeks, so a month to 2 months, depends. And I think that's normal. I think that's a normal amount because I'm using it twice a day, every day. Some people are like, oh, it lasts me like 6 months. I think, how little are you using? Honestly, how little are you using? So yeah, I would say like a 30 ml serum should last about 2 months. You know, a month and a half, 2 months, depends. Does anyone else? How long would that last other people? Am I just using wildly too much? Let me know. Adri, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Random YouTube username said, I love, by the way, that is my favourite username. Officially said, just a hi, but aquarium minor emergency. That sounds dramatic. Fingers crossed your minor emergency aquarium wise is resolved quickly. Alicia sending you lots and lots of love. So Sweet Tea says, hi Rob, have you put up your decorations yet? I'm putting it up till tomorrow, Monday. So I would say I'm 50% decorated. I've got one tree up in a different room. I'm putting the tree up tonight. That I'll kind of finish everything off, hopefully, and yeah, that's the plan. By the end of today, I will have everything completed. I've just realised that I missed some of the comments, so I'm just going to go back a little bit. Sweetie said, we used to go see the Nutcracker, but tickets have gotten expensive, hasn't it? Ridiculously expensive. I'm a big fan of like Hallmark Christmas movies. I know people say they're trash. They are, but I genuinely love them. I love a good cheesy, oh my god, we only have 5 days to save the village bakery. Oh, you know, like, I know, it's so trash, it's so cliche, but I love, like, you know, going into Christmas single and magically you go to this place and suddenly there's 5 or 6 ridiculously handsome people all fighting over your affections, and you find love in a very short period of time and your life's complete. I love that sort of trashy Christmas film. There is definitely a place in life for that. So that's what I'll be watching tonight when I'm putting up my Christmas tree. I love a Hallmark Christmas movie. Amir says, anyone tried the Mad About Skin sunscreen here? Ordered it and it's coming, but I'm impatient. First of all, Amir, I have tried it. I actually forgot to take it on my recent holiday. That's on me. I have tried it. I will say with... obviously, everyone has different experiences with different products, so share away. So the Mad About Skin sunscreen, which is this one, I've got so much of the stuff because it sells like so quickly. So we have a lot, which is good. I wanted to encourage everybody to use sunscreen over winter because we all use it in summer. Most of us use it in summer, but usually we skip it in winter because we think our skin doesn't need it, whatever. I think everyone should use it year round. I think the Mad About Skin sunscreen is a good one to use in winter because it's a moisturizer and sunscreen in one, so you kind of don't have to have too many products. So to kind of encourage everyone to do that, for the month of December, the Mad About Skin sunscreen is 15% off. You don't need a code or anything. You go onto the website, you'll see that it's reduced in price by 15%, which is decent saving. Just to encourage everyone to like say, you know what, give sunscreen a chance in winter. Don't let it be like the forgotten hero. Your skin will love it. Use it as a moisturizer. The good thing about the Mad About Skin one is because it's new generation filters, you don't have to reapply it every 2 hours. Stick it on your skin in the morning and you're good. So it's kind of, I'd say it's a good winter option. I did just very quickly wanted to say that the Mad About Skin moisturizer, for those of you, some of you might have already noticed if you've bought it in the last 2 weeks, now comes in a pump. So I don't know if you can see that. It comes in a pump. I love this pump so much. I tested out about 50 different pumps before I decided on this one. So it now comes in a tube and a pump, which I think is better when it comes to dosing. You're getting the right amount out. It's more convenient. It is still the sort of tube that you can cut in two and scoop out if you want. So don't worry. And yeah, I wanted to kind of... A lot of people were feeding back that they wanted a pump. I wanted to deliver a pump, so this is what we have. If you want to try this as well, and this is only for this live stream and the Facebook group, won't be advertised anywhere else. If you did want to give pumps a try, give the pump a go, and see how it is, there is a 20% off discount, which when you put this in your basket, when you check out, use the code PUMP, all capital letters, PUMP, PUMP, all capital letters, and that'll get you 20% off whether you buy 1 unit or 100 units. 20% off, so you can try the new pump, which I'm very, very pleased about. It feels better, it's easier. Yeah, and when the rebranding happens early next year, it will be in a pump form, and I wanted to kind of do that a little bit ahead with this little restock. So if you did want to try the Mad About Skin moisturizer with the pump, use the code PUMP, capital letters, all, and that'll get you 20% off. Let's have a look. Sweet Tea said, I love the Mad About Skin sunscreen. It's smooth, it's lovely, no grease, and doesn't pill. That's music to my ears, because a number of sunscreens I've used that are pilled, so I'm very glad mine doesn't. Matt says, hi Mia, bought it twice and was very satisfied. Thank you, Matt, and hope all is amazing with you. Jan says, yeah, the sunscreen is amazing, my favourite, and I have oily skin, no need for a moisturiser. Thank you, Jan, we love you all. Thank you all. So BB says, question, Rob, do you have a spa day, treat day routine? Maybe because I'm extra, I kind of like to see every evening skincare routine as like a spa bit. I lock the door in the bathroom, and I take like 30 minutes to do it all, and that's my like moment for the day. And I always have a pen and paper with me when I do it, because I'm doing it and things come to mind like, oh, I should have done that, or that, and I write it down so I can kind of write it, forget about it. If I was doing an actual spa day, a couple of products that I reach for, I always, when I want to feel a bit extra, I use the Allies of Skin Cleanser, because that feels super spa-like and bougie. That feels so good. So yeah, if I'm feeling extra, I'll use the Allies of Skin Cleanser, which is my little spa treat, because it's not the cheapest. It's not the cheapest cleanser ever, and so it is genuine to me. It's a treat, and I look forward to using it every time I do. I also love the vitamin C sheet mask from Numbuzzin. They launched it about 3 months ago, and I think sheet masks mainly are garbage because most of them don't contain anything decent. This is like a serum in a sheet mask, so I feel like I can use it and it's like a full skincare routine in one. So that's the other product, and it's like £2 per mask, so it's not that expensive. So I'd say that's my other thing that is a little bit of a treat. What other things do I use? Do you know what, genuinely, I just love a bath. I'm just going to put it out there. I love a bath. There is something amazing about laying in a bath and just chilling. Yeah, that's kind of my, that's my, like, treat day routine, if that makes sense. Jan says, what do you guys use? What's your like spa moment? What product do you use when you're feeling extra, you're feeling spa-like? Let me know. Jan says, almost time for my 2-week vacation. You said my 2-week vaccination. I was like, and then you auto-corrected it. I was thinking, oh, that's a long time. But no, for a vacation, Jan, that's perfect. I know you're going to absolutely do it. Love it. And Nia says, hi Rob, how's it going? It's going very well, my love. Very, very well. I'm feeling very festive. I'm feeling very Christmassy. I am going to put my tree up, and as soon as that's done, I've got some mulled wine to have. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, Jan, and I hope you're amazing too. Fristenberg, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. And I've caught up with all those questions I missed, so now I can carry on. Jay says, hi Rob, wear black to the next live. You look cute in black. Oh, thank you. I don't really own many things that are black. Because I generally like colour. This is like my favourite colour at the moment, which is why I'm wearing it. But thank you very, very much. And I might wear black to the next one. Alicia says, Rob, I love all your videos. They always have a cosy feel. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. It's always like a recurring joke with, my editing is rubbish. I'm not good at editing. I can't do it. I don't know any of the hints and tricks. And so when I started this channel, I was like, we're not doing editing. I can't do it. We're not doing it. And I always thought that the videos wouldn't do very well because I'm not editing, and people want sleek, they want professional. And it turns out, actually, I found that a lot of people early on were saying like they like it being a bit clumsy and no editing and no jump cuts, because it feels like we're having a chat rather than like an edited, less like we're watching a film and more like just having a chat, which I was very, very grateful for, because I don't know how to edit, so there you go. So I don't know if that's true, but I think my incompetence actually paid off and does feel more cozy, hopefully. So I'm happy to remain incompetent when it comes to editing, because I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. Sweet Tea said, never mind, Rob just answered my question. Thanks, Sweet Tea. I think I missed a huge chunk of questions, so I do apologise. Suzanne said, you look snuggly and gorgeous this evening. Thank you, Suzanne. I did have a bout of like cold for about 3 or 4 days, and I'm still feeling it a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I've got my warm drink, Feeling warm. I was going to put the fire on behind me, but then I remembered the price of gas, and I was like, no, no, we'll just feel it in a glow. Put another jumper on, which is what I did. But yeah, I'm going to feel very festive today, and it's going to be great. Now I'm going to take a sip of this warm tea while I get a moment to. If you haven't already, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and honestly, that means the world to me. I always like to caveat, like, I don't expect anyone to like the videos, like the live streams. You don't have to like them if you don't want. But I always say to people that if you do enjoy it, any of the videos, whether it's me or another content creator, if you do enjoy it, the like button's there. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to press, and it does genuinely help any content creator out, because the more likes a video gets, the more YouTube will push it out on its platform, so it can reach as many people as possible. But it's never an obligation. You don't have to like the videos. If you do, I'm very grateful. And that is a really good cup of tea. I would give that a full thumbs up, and I like that cup of tea. It's great. Jan said Damien is a good boy. Mark of the Beast doesn't seem to be working yet. Jan, I know he's going to be a little angel. He's going to be a little angel. So that's Damien is fabulously hefty and silly as ever. He's obsessed with the Xmas deco and Christmas lights. Oh, look, Suzanne. Was there ever a chance with you and Jan as parents that he wasn't going to be into Christmas decorations and lights? There was never a chance. He was born Christmas ready, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Sweet Tea says, yeah, and that comes to play. That's when my inner demon showed up in puberty. Yeah, I think the terrible teens is when you can actually tell how angelic something is or not. Sandra, great to see you, my love. Thank you for joining. Jay says, if there was 1 or 2 K-beauty products best for hyperpigmentation. Oh, well, so yesterday's video, when I talked about my favourite Korean skincare brands, like my top 5, during that video, I realised that most of my top 5 Korean skincare brands had a really good hyperpigmentation serum. So it's a bit of a weird one that I actually realised through my own video when I was recording it, how much I loved Korean skincare, how much I loved Korean skincare when it came to hyperpigmentation. So Jay, I would say I can give you a couple of examples, and this goes for Suzanne as well. If you're on your hyperpigmentation journey, this will work. So I've got cat hair on my nose. So there are different things that work for different people, but I would say if I had to pick my top 3 Korean skincare for hyperpigmentation would be the Skin 1004 Tone Brightening Ampule. I love that. It's tranexamic acid based, works really, really well. I love, love, love the Numbuzzin Vitamin Complex Serum if you can get it, because it's always out of stock. If you can get it, it's amazing. And I really, 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 really love the V-Green Vitamin C. That also works really, really well. So those would be my top 3. I think, yeah, that just work so good, so good. Also, if you Good Molecules is, in my view, a Korean skincare brand. That's open for discussion whether it is. And I love their discoloration serum. It's like £8. So good, so good. So they would be my top 3. Let's see. Kirsten, great to see you, my love. Kirsten said, oh, my cat guy died after about 12 years in July. It was sudden. Got a cockatiel now, which is my life. That's fabulous. So I'm glad that you've got a cockatiel, which is a fabulous, fabulous pet choice. But I'm so sorry to hear about your cat, Kirsten. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love from my cats, who actually aren't in the room today, but to yours, and saying, yeah, lots and lots of love. And we're here. You know, I always think with these live streams, whether you just want to ask a question about skincare, or whether you want to just have a chat, whether we like to see ourselves as family, so we can chat about anything, we're here to support. So, yeah, just sending you lots and lots of love. So Sweet Tea said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but my aunt bought me a Christmas ornament every year since birth, so that by the time I was an adult, I had enough for my own small tree, which, by the way, is the nicest thing I've ever heard, and that's so lovely. So yeah, I absolutely love that. And this, for the past years, Tom Sheriff of Town has bought me I can't say this word, the Swarovski ornament, like annual ornament, on the tree, and I always put them in pride of place at the front, and that's kind of like a lovely thing. When I got this year's one, I was like, oh yes, that makes me really happy. So I do think, I think Christmas ornaments, we call them baubles here in the UK. But ornaments, baubles, whatever you want to call them, I think is a lovely Christmas gift. I think it's something it keeps forever. Like, and every year when you hang it on the tree, you're like, that person bought me that, and this year, and I love all of that. So I think I am actually the sort of person that a Christmas bauble or ornament is always a delightful like Christmas present. Like I know I'm Christmas mad, but I love to receive like baubles. I think it's just such a lovely gift. Jan says, Rob, can I teach you how to grow a beard? So Jan, if like my view on beards, right, is go big or go home, right? Either don't bother or have a beard as amazing as Jan. Right? These are the two spectrums. So until I can grow a beard as fabulous as Jan's, I'm not interested in a beard. I feel like the bar has been set so high with Jan's phenomenal, like, Viking-esque amazingness of a beard. I kind of feel like, unless I'm going to achieve that, why bother? Why bother? So Katia, great to see you, my love. Last Day says, hi Rob, love your content. Thank you so much, and welcome. Let's see where I'm just refreshing the comments to get the next lot. Sorry, bear with me. Alicia said, I ordered the Timeless Synth 6. Has anybody else had experiences? So Timeless here in the UK is really difficult to get your hands on. Great brand. I actually think their formulations are great. Really hard to get here in the UK, which is a shame. Since we left the EU, it's become easier to get some of their products. It's still impossible to get Timeless in the EU. But now in the UK, we can get some of them now. But it's still like maybe 4 or 5 products, and like that isn't one of them. So hopefully I'll be able to try it very soon. But the formulation, divine. NN says, hello Rob, hello my love. Says, any good recommendations for ceramide serum or cream? Something easy to get in the EU. Oh, okay. Have I ever told you that you're lovely? Oh, thank you. You're lovely too. Ceramide cream. So I know, so my personal favourite ceramide cream is the one by Face Facts. So cheap. Like, so cheap. Their cream is like £3. So cheap. I think you can get it in some EU countries, but you can't get it in all EU countries. So let me share with you, let me see which are my absolute favourite ones. So I like the Face Theory CeraQuench Renewal Cream. That is a beautiful option. They do ship to the EU. I don't know how much their shipping is or not, but they're really nice. If you want to do affordable, Q&A Skincare, which as you guys know is one of my favorite brands. Q&A Skincare, again, ship to the EU and have some EU retailers too. They do a ceramide barrier defense cream. If you can get it, buy it. Hands down, the best ceramide you will ever try. It is so good. And I also know that Nip and Fab do a really nice ceramide line now. Do you remember Nip and Fab? They were really famous for, they had like the vitamin C's and things like that. They do a really nice ceramide line. It's not the cheapest, but it's also really good. So I would say, yeah, the Face Theory one, the Q&A one, and the Nip and Fab one, if you can't get Face Facts, which is my personal favourite. Hopefully that gives you some option. At least all of those are amazing, and at least one of them will be available in the EU, I promise. I promise. Last Day says, sorry, how would you layer vitamin C, azelaic acid, peptides, and coenzyme Q10? Ooh, great question. So I would start with vitamin C. I would start my routine with vitamin C after I've cleansed. You don't need to, but in my mind, that just makes most sense. I would then apply the azelaic acid. I would then apply the coenzyme Q10. I would then apply the peptides in that order. That way that you've got your vitamin C on first. You're then using your azelaic acid, which works really well with vitamin C. You're then layering something to buffer between the azelaic acid and the peptides, using that Q10, then your peptides last. Hopefully that helps. Tino says, happy Saturday, sadly in Iowa with powdered dusting of snow. Soon be back in New York. Well, I'm sending you lots and lots of love to Iowa. It's actually a place I would really love to go. I've heard really good things about Iowa. You'll probably tell me that I'm completely wrong, but in my mind, it's a nice place to go. So hopefully you're having good fun. Been to New York many times. I was in a New York snowstorm and it was amazing. Best like snowstorm ever. So yeah, sending you lots and lots of love. CT says, Rob, I'm putting up the tree in my indoor decorations tomorrow and Monday's outdoor decorating because it'll be cooler. Now, I come from a family, but my dad, a true Yorkshireman, and anyone from the UK knows that Yorkshiremen are famous for being cheap. Like, famous for being cheap. My dad one of them. So we never did outdoor decorations. No, my dad used to say, I'm not lighting up the old neighborhood, and that was his like solution. Yeah, so he would never do outdoor decorations because he was like objected to spending his electricity on other people. Indoor, we were fine because we could benefit from it. Outdoor, no. And I've kind of carried that through. I have no objection to outdoor decorations. I think they look beautiful, but I'm just not used to them, so I've never done them. But yeah, I blame my dad for that. So I would love to see, Sweet Tea, pictures of your outdoor decorations, which I'm sure are amazing. Scott said, my Christmas decks are now fully integrated with the Halloween decoration. Mission complete. Done. Like, why not? Why not? Combine the two, Scott. I think that sounds fabulous. I think that sounds absolutely fabulous. BB says, not loving the Costa Baja vitamin C. It's oily texture, and yeah, I found that as well. I'll definitely be looking for another one after I finish it. Vitamin C is absorbed really well into the skin in oil form, which is why a lot of them have that oily texture. However, that's not for everyone. So I would say if you don't like the oily texture of the Costa Baja one, you can get some water-based vitamin C's. The Geek and Gorgeous one is my favourite. Doesn't last as long because it's not as stable in water, but that one's made fresh, so it kind of gets around that. So that would be my recommendation. Fritzenberg says, I don't think I'll get any Christmas decorations up this year, but I have painted some ornaments for my sister's Christmas tree. Fritzenberg, as long as you're involved in the Christmas, even if it's someone else's tree, that sounds fabulous to me, my love. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Katia says, hi Rob, I used the Glow Recipe Vitamin C and it was okay. I switched for the Numbuzz 5, but it broke me out and irritated my skin. Which vitamin C would you recommend? I have sensitive skin and rosacea. Okay, so Katia, first of all, welcome. Good question. I think if you've got sensitive skin and rosacea, I would probably go for a vitamin C derivative. There are loads of vitamin C derivatives out there. My favourite one is the ordinary ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate solution. I know that's so long. I know that's such a long and ridiculous name, and I'm very sorry for that. But it's the ordinary ascorbyl tetroisopalmitate solution, 20% in vitamin F. That's great for rosacea. It'll be super applicable for sensitive skin. You'll get great results, and I think you'll just really love. I think you'll love it. If you haven't had success with the Numbuzzing one because it was too sensitizing, I think that one, it doesn't break me out, and I have super acne prone skin, and it just works so well. So that would be my recommendation, my love. So let's say Last Dan says, I Google and I get results saying how you can layer vitamin C with peptides, and then states you can't. You absolutely can. You absolutely can layer let's dispel this myth. You can layer peptides and vitamin C together. No problem at all. I think some people read half into a study and then conclude and put it all over the web that you can't. There was a study done years ago looking at peptides and what denatures them. And what it was found is if you subject a peptide to intense pressure, high heat, and a low pH, it basically ruins the peptide. So then people thought, well, vitamin C's got a low pH, therefore it must ruin peptides. No, you need 3 things to do that. Vitamin C delivers only 1. So I would say it's absolutely fine. And I see a lot of dermatologists now talking online about how it's absolutely fine to layer them together. So I hope this is one of those myths. There used to be, about 4 years ago, there used to be this myth as well that you couldn't use vitamin C and niacinamide together. But again, based on someone misreading a study. And it took like the best part of 4 years to get the news out there that you can use them together if you want. And hopefully we will in the next year get the news out there that you can use peptides and vitamin C together, no problem at all. So hopefully that helps. Amir says, Superdrug released Me Plus 10% vitamin serum and it's so good. Gentle, but makes my acne less pigmented. I think Superdrug and their Me Plus range is a really good skincare range. Like, genuinely so good. I think they've got a great range of actives. It works so well. So I would definitely recommend Superdrug, the Me Plus range, if you can get your hands on it. Really great one that works. Yeah, just kind of works. I personally love it. And I would recommend it to everybody. Let's see where we are. Scott says, I've got my skeleton decorating the tree. Oh my god, Scott, please, can we have pictures of that? That sounds beyond iconic. That just sounds phenomenal. Becky said, what's the best budget serum in your opinion? Oh, there's so many. There's so many great budget serums. Q&A Skincare do some great budget serums. Elf do some amazing budget serums. I love some of the serums that Geek and Gorgeous do. Again, I think they're very budget friendly. There are lots of amazing budget serums, like lots. If I was to choose one, I would go for the Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow. It's basically an exact dupe for the SkinCeuticals Vitamin C, but it's $15 instead of $150. So that would be my recommendations. The next says, hello, should I wash my hands after using tretinoin and retinol cream? Constantly rub my eyes due to dry eyes, so will the products from the face enter the eye? I think, yeah, if you're rubbing your eyes, probably would, yeah, wash your hands. And I won't say, is it washing after 3 hours? Okay, it's fine. Once you wash them, the product's gone. So you're absolutely fine, my love. Good question, but yeah, I would say probably would wash your hands. If you're going to be rubbing your eyes, I would do that. Hopefully that helps. Karen says, the whole thing with peptides and vitamin C confuses me. Some people say it's okay, layering between. I just want to get the message out there loud and clear, because this is the question I get asked so much. Can I use vitamin C and peptides together? Yes. And I don't even mind people asking the question. Some people say to me, is it frustrating constantly answering the same question? No, because I want to get the message out there. It's fine. We just get that message out there. It's fine. So Karen, you're absolutely fine. I say to people, if it makes you feel better, you can layer a product between the two. Vitamin C, buffering product, peptides. If that makes you feel better, you don't need to, but if it makes you feel better, it absolutely will. Like, you can absolutely do that. So yeah, that's the one way around it. Nefarious says, I like to use enough of a product for me to feel it. Usually that's at least the size of a quarter of a face. This is it. I think some people with their serums might just use like one tiny drop. Maybe I'm a bit too lavish. Scotty says, just tuning in for my first live stream. Welcome, Scotty. Thank you so much. So good morning from Los Angeles. Hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. Yes, happy morning to everyone from LA, and sending you lots and lots of love. Eloise, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Fristerberg is also Team Trashy Christmas Movies. Fristerberg, yes. Team Trashy Christmas Movie all the way. Jan says, Hallmark cheese is delicious. I agree. Especially their take on evergreen stories. It's just, I'm sure 90% of the Hallmark stories are just last year's ones. Change the names. Redo it. And that's great. They're always trying to save a bakery from closing down. Or, the village needs them. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, for Christmas, it's amazing. BB says, I think our extra moisturizing sunscreen is great for winter. Agreed. Like, sunscreen and moisturizer in one, it's the solution. Suzanne said, you and my mum would get along well. Agatha Christie and cheesy Hallmark Christmas movies, she might adopt you. Oh my god, Suzanne. If me and your mum sound like a match made in heaven, yes. Agatha Christie, cliche murder mystery with a Hallmark Christmas movie. That's like my dream. That's my actual dream. BB says, I'm about to crack open the beauty of Joseon sunscreen. I'm excited. Be excited, because it is so good. So good. Sweet Tea said, best Hallmark cheesy movie. Mine is 9 Lives of Christmas. Oh my god, that was so good. Yes. Which one? I don't know. So my actual favourite cheesy Christmas movie it's on Netflix at the moment, so you can watch it if you have it. It's called Single All the Way. And it is hands down the trashiest, cliche Christmas movie you will ever find. It's basically, if you imagine like Hallmark, think of Hallmark, and they were sat around and they were like, right, okay, what can we do? We're looking a bit dated. We're looking a bit cliche. What can we do? And then one of the Hallmark executives was like, we need a bit of diversity. That's what we need. We need a bit of diversity. And then someone was like, I know. Let's just make 2 of the characters gays. Oh, done. Great. That's it. And so they've basically taken a Hallmark movie, randomly made 2 of the characters gay, and been like, well, there we go. We've got, diversity for the modern audience. And it's the same trash that's gone for years. And basically the premise of it is one guy that's never going to find love. It's impossible. Love isn't out there. Travels to his bizarrely accepting family in rural nowhere and decides that love was there all along. It's horrendous. It's great. It's the best film you'll ever watch. So yeah, if you're looking for like trashy, pointless Christmas movie, Single All the Way, is hands down the best. It's so good, so good. But it is, yeah, it's so trashy. It's like I say, it's what you imagine if Hallmark tried to do like to diversify it up a little bit. It's that they didn't achieve it, but it's still really good. And Louise said, mad about sunscreen is so light, I can use it all the time with no need for another moisturiser. Thank you, Louise. So glad it came with my super serum antioxidant retinol. Thank you, Eloise. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. That's what I spent a lot of my last week doing, actually, sorting orders out and stuff, which no complaints, because it's been absolutely manic couple of months in the best possible way. Now I'm just really excited for the rebranding, which, yeah, it's going to be so good. Last day says, I've been enjoying the Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow for the 15% ascorbic acid, alternating with the Medicate Sea Tetra Lux. That's so good. Yeah, you can actually alternate those, because I find that one is like pure form vitamin C and the other is a more gentle form of vitamin C, so it works really well actually to alternate. Great tip. Eloise says, I'm loving that everything mad about skin is in the pump now. Yeah, for the rebranding, pumps all the way. You guys wanted pumps? You're getting pumps. Brian said, Rob, I've heard to check to UV on your phone for your area if it's below 3. Sunscreen not necessary. Is there any truth to this? Well, actually, I mean, I'm the sort of person that is intrinsically lazy, and so I'm not checking my UV levels. I just use sunscreen every day, kind of forget about it. However, you are right that the level of UV in the area you live on the day will determine, you know, the level of exposure that your skin's subjected to. So when it says that there is the theory that if the UV in your area is below 3 on a specific day, you don't need to wear sunscreen. And there's a little bit of truth in that you're not likely to burn if you've got that level of UV. But there are UVA rays, which are the ones that age the skin, are still going to be present. And a good sunscreen, not all sunscreens, but a good sunscreen will be protecting against UVA rays, the ones that age us, and UVB rays, the one that burn us. So technically, from a UVB perspective, maybe not. But from a UVA perspective, I still would. So I would say, you know, if you're in a low UV place on a, you know, the UK in winter, for example, the UK in winter, UV is really low. I would still wear sunscreen to protect against UVA rays that are aging our skin, but I would probably just apply it once on a morning and be done with it. You know, I think we should always be, you know, we're all intelligent human beings. We can match what we use to what our skin needs on that day. So would I go without my sunscreen on a day? Probably not, just because for me it's part of a habit, part of the routine. I use my sunscreen, which is a moisturizer that just happens to have SPF in it, and that's how I kind of see it. But yeah, in theory, the lower the UV, the less stringent you need to be with sunscreen, but I just like to get in the habit of using it all the time, and that works. And it will also depend on your skin type as well, so don't forget this. You know, obviously if you have a deeper, darker and richer skin tone, the pigment that you have in the skin will provide some degree of protection, more than if you're super fair. So it will depend as well on the skin tone. I personally just find a sunscreen that you like that acts as a moisturizer and sunscreen in one, apply it on a morning, even in winter, and then you don't have to think about it. Done. Like, that's it. But yeah, hopefully that explains, Brian. But a really good question. Marion, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Adri says, yes, sunscreen in winter, and couldn't skip this morning even if I'm sick. Not sure, more ended up on my pillow. Still, Adri, your pillow is grateful for it. Tom says, Mad About Skin Moisturiser, 20% off with the pump discount code this weekend only. Yes, for this weekend only. If you wanted to try out the Mad About Skin Moisturiser in the new pump, perfect for the winter months. If you use the discount code PUMP, all capital letters, at checkout, you'll get 20% off. That's whether you buy 1 unit, 20 units, doesn't matter. 20% off. Hivities, I hope I'm pronounced that, says, can you review the A-Retinoate by Theramid? I've actually got that on my list to try. So watch this space. But sending lots and lots of love. Rain, great to see you, my love. Thank you for joining. Suzanne says, Rob is the ultimate skincare nerd. Pad and paper at the loo. That's why we love him. Yeah, put my skincare routine. I'm like, oh, little note about that. Yeah, I'm with it, Suzanne. Remy says, hello, sebaceous filaments are my nightmare on the nose. Yes. Have you tried oil pulling, which is where you use an oil-based cleanser? It can be an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser. Work it into the nose for like 5 minutes, and that will actually pull a lot of those sebaceous filaments out. Top tip. BB says, thanks, I love to hear how people treat themselves. I do. I love to know what people are doing in terms of like their spa yeah, to that little bit of self-care. And Eloise actually makes a really good point to Brian's point about, do you need sunscreen if you are low UV? Eloise, who's a pharmacist, so always trust a professional, said, yeah, I'd say it depends on total time out, reflection from snow, and yeah, this is kind of why there are lots of factors that determine the impact that UV has on our skin, the level of UV being one of them, but there's lots of other things going on, which is why like I say, I always put my sunscreen on even in winter, because then I just have to think about it. if you're lazy like me and you think, you know what, I don't want to have to think about this, put it on and you're good to go. But yeah, obviously, and this is a good point, if it's snowing, which it is in a lot of places at the moment, if it's snowing, sunscreen actually becomes more important, because anyone that's been skiing will know you're more likely to burn on a ski slope than you are on a beach. And that's because the UV hits us, stuff reflects off the snow and hits us again, so you're getting like the double whammy, which is why, like I say, some of the on the beach we're prepared, we've got our sunscreen on a ski slope you haven't, you're more likely to burn on a ski slope, I think. Lennox says, have you tried the Haru Haru Bakuchol eye cream? I haven't. I did not know that existed, but you know what, I'm going to try it after this. So thank you, I'm going to have a look at that. Thanks for the recommendation. Scott says, I'm still in shock over Rob recommending a sheet mask. My pearls are firmly clutched. Oh, Scott, you would be amazing in a Hallmark Christmas movie. You would be great. The pearl clutching ant role, I think, was made for you. Yeah, I'm genuinely not a fan of sheet masks, genuinely, because they're garbage. But there are some good ones out there. And I would say my top, recommendation for 2024, like what I think are going to be trends. I think a lot of people have stopped using sheet masks because they realize they're garbage. So a lot of brands have been like, oh, we've kind of lost a revenue stream because people used to love doing sheet masks and now they're not bothering. What can we do? And the clever brands have they like, I know, we could make them good, and then people will buy them because they're good. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what it should have been all along. So you'll see a lot of brands. So La Roche-Posay came out with a sheet mask that actually is basically just a serum in sheet form. That Numbuzzing one is my personal favourite that I use all the time. There are a couple of ones. There was one called, what's that? Soul Sister brand that does really nice sheet masks. So yeah, I would say if you like a sheet mask and you want to use a sheet mask, use it. Just choose a good sheet mask. That Numbuzzing one, really good. I'm going to take a sip of my tea before we give Scott a chance to let his pearls go. And then I'm going to come on to some more questions. If you haven't already, if you could minimise the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were, so you don't miss out on anything. And I would really appreciate it. So I'm going to take a big sip of my tea. I am going to let the dog in because he's whining at the door, so I'll let the dog in. So anyone that wants, if you need encouragement to like the video, I think a very adorable puppy might help. Let me go get him. What do you want? Come on in. Come on in. What do you want? Are you going to say hi to everyone? Are you going to say hi? Come on then. Oh. Yes. Yes, the fear of missing out creature. That's what we have here. Hello. Yes. You've got your advent calendar, haven't you? He's been having his... You've been having your advent calendar, which is his favourite time of the morning. Every morning we have our advent calendar. It's here. Yeah, it's here. No, you've eaten today, so you can't. I won't show you it because that's not fair. But every morning we come running downstairs, don't we, Lorne? And we do your advent calendar, and you get very excited for it. Yeah. Say hello to everyone. There you go. There we go. Now you can, in a corner, be quiet. No, he's sniffing his advent calendar. You can smell it. So Nefarious says, do you have any skincare tools? So I have skincare tools. I never use them. I'm not against skincare tools, but I would just say to people, if you're using a skincare, if you're going to buy a skincare tool, think, am I actually going to use it? Am I the sort of person that's actually going to use this? I bought an LED light, like a device, got great results, never used it. I'm just not the sort of person that's going to use it. And so I would say tools are great if you're actually going to use them. Remember, consistency is key in skincare. So if you're going to use them, great. If you know it's going to be like that foot spa that we all had. Do you remember when we all had the at-home foot spa that's in everyone's attic, loft, or whatever at the moment? If you're the sort of person that doesn't use a foot spa, you're not going to use an LED mask. BB says Folio has a great vitamin C sheet mask. Got 10 count box at TJ Maxx for cheap. Ooh, thank you for the heads up. I will check that out. I will definitely check that out. So let's see. Sweet Tea says Scott, I bet you look gorgeous in pearls. We should all wear ours so we can clutch them at the appropriate time. Matt says I prefer unedited videos. Thank you, Matt. And I think it's good that people enjoy unedited videos. It makes it easier for me because I don't have to spend time editing, and I don't know how. And if people prefer them, all the better. Rain says, I was called the Lady in Black. It's my go-to. I do you know, I actually think black suits everyone. I love black as colour. The reason I don't do it is I do generally like a bit of colour, but I also do appreciate a bit of black. Fristenberg says, why does it not surprise me that there's a little heat when it's your favourite sweetie? True. Eloise says, I really hate editing that jumps all over. I just record in a few minute blocks at a time. This is true. I think the more I've got into recording, the more I realise, like, people don't mind you saying, like, forgetting the name of something and, oh, what's that called, and then you go into it. People don't actually mind, and I think when you cut it out it looks a bit jumpy and I don't like it. So I'm with you, Eloise. I think, like, just going through recording is better. The fairy says your format feels authentic. I love the conversational feel. Thank you so much. And Scar, I hope I pronounced that right, says hello. May I know if you're still using the Niard fractionated eye contour concentrate? I am. I got it on the 5th of November, and so I've been using it for a month now. I'm not gonna declare what my thoughts are on it. I'm gonna give it another month. So far, I'm liking it. I am actually really liking it. I'm not a big fan of the texture of it. I don't really like the texture of it, but I like the results. So I'm going to give it a little longer so I can see. But so far, I'm impressed. My skin loves it. The texture isn't my personal favourite, but that's just personal. But I am actually really loving it. So watch this space. In another month's time, I'll do a video on it. Nano, great to see you, my love. Let's see. Oh, I've lost where I am in the chat. I'm just coming back. Bear with. Let's see. There we are. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Eloise says, I always like videos to know if I've watched them already. This is actually a good point. I started doing that. I can work out whether I've watched someone's video or not based on whether I've liked it or not. The fairy says, I bought the Niard Flavino Mud and the Copper Peptide Lipid. They are so great. That Flavino Mud mask I used every night when I had that cold because I thought, you know what, I feel like awful. I don't need to look awful. So I used it every night because I thought, let's see if it works. Whereas normally I'd use it twice a week. I used it every night just to say my skin loved it. I don't use it every night now because I think you can overdo it. But it just really helped me feel a lot better than I felt. Let's put it that way. As Stan said, I'm glad you're feeling better. Does your skin look great? Does your skin also look great and clear when you're sick? There's a whole science behind that video idea. No, I would say, Suzanne, I went out of the house. And I didn't even realise. So I went out of the house. I was feeling pretty like, ugh. And then usually with me, a cold will last like 3 days and then I'm back to normal. It's horrendous for 3 days, but then I get back to normal. Whereas I know some people have like a low level cold for like 3 weeks. I'm like horrendous, but it's all done in one. And I started feeling better. So I went out of the house. And it was absolutely fine. And I didn't realise I'd been blowing my nose so much. And when I blow my nose, I like hold the tissue over the whole thing here. So like I didn't even realise. Went out, did some Christmas shopping, saw a friend for a coffee, came back and looked in the mirror, and all here was just like peeling. Like I'd had like, basically like I'd done a chemical peel. It was just all peeling here. And all my nose was peeling. And I was like, great. So I've had that for the past like 3 hours when I've been out and about. My friend didn't say anything. I looked absolutely ridiculous. So I had to deal with that. So I can confirm, Suzanne, that I was not looking great during the sickness period. No. No. Sugarless says, hi Rob, what other actives should I use with the Good Molecules Discoloration Serum? Same routine. You can pretty much use anything with that. I think for the best results, pair it with azelaic acid. That would be like the ultimate pairing, particularly for a more even skin tone, fade hyperpigmentation. That Good Molecules Discoloration Serum is tranexamic acid based, so use an azelaic acid next to it for perfection. Nano says, please give me a hug. Happy to give you a hug, Nano. Hope all is amazing with you. Fristy West says, after this live, I'll watch Doctor Who, then go crazy with Hallmark movies. Tomorrow I have a concert, so it's got to be tonight. Good luck with the concert, Fristerberg. Hope it goes amazingly well. Lynch says, "Hi Rob, you're such an awesome person." Oh, thank you, thank you. Do you think it's safe to use dandruff shampoo on your face? Oh, so this is a whole topic which we could talk about. First of all, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Excuse me. So a lot of people say with if you've got fungal acne, using Nizoral, particularly the Nizoral shampoo, can help reduce the prevalence of it. This is true. This is absolutely true. And some dermatologists do absolutely recommend you do that. The reverse of this is it can be quite stripping and drying. So, you know what? I'm not adverse to using like a shampoo. At the end of the day, shampoos just contain surfactants like cleansers do. They might be a little more harsh. They might have silicones in and things to smooth the hairs. And there might be other things going on in there. But, you know, there's not like a world of difference between shampoo and cleanser. Just but they're not exactly the same, so you need to bear that in mind. If you were to use a Nizoral shampoo for fungal acne, there's a couple of things I would say. Before you did it, check with a dermatologist that what you have is actually fungal acne, because often we went through a phase about 2 years ago where everyone in the world thought they had fungal acne. No, you just had acne. Some people genuinely had fungal acne, but 90% of the people just thought they did because it was what was trendy, what people were talking about at the time. So first of all, make sure you have a diagnosis to know that's exactly what you do have, because obviously using that shampoo on normal acne might just actually make it worse. So now that's what you've got. And then once you're there, just say, do you think this would be appropriate? Do you think this would work for me? I don't think it's a bad idea, and I've seen people do it, but just make sure you know exactly what you have, if that makes sense. And, the idea that shampoo, when people say, oh, people use body wash on their face. Oh, body wash. It's the same thing. It just might be a little bit more stripping, so you might need to use more moisturizers. But I would check with a dermatologist first, my recommendation. Nana says, thank you for the hug. Really need it. It's a pleasure, my love. Colleen says, ordered the K-Secret balm because of you. It's arriving tomorrow. I can't wait to know what you think about it. I love it so much. So let me know what you think. Rain says, do you think the Elemis anti-pollution mask is good? I love pets, super cute, but I have no time. they are time consuming. So Elemis, I will say for Elemis, they've never been my favourite skincare brand. So I'll put that out there. But I will say, I think Elemis over the last, I'm going to say the last year and a half, have actually done a lot of reformulation. They've done a lot to improve the quality of their products, and I do think Elemis are now providing much better quality products than they previously were. So Elemis is going up in my estimation. They also stopped testing on animals, so they've gone cruelty free. That's a huge tick in the box. Big fan of that. So again, really happy to support them on that basis. So I do think Elemis are definitely a brand that's on the up. Unfortunately, their prices are quite expensive. So do I think like the anti-pollution mask is good? Yes. Do I think you could get it cheaper elsewhere? Yeah, you could find antioxidants elsewhere that are cheaper. So if you don't mind paying Elemis prices, I think it's a good product. But if you can't afford Elemis, don't worry, you could get like the one of the antioxidants from The Ordinary mixed into your moisturizer, and you get a very similar outcome. Hopefully that helps. Matt says, hello Rob, will you review Eucerin? It's a pharmacy brand, it's easily available. I have no idea whether they're cruelty free. So again, actually Matt, Eucerin did just start on their journey to going cruelty free. So they're going through the certification process at the moment, which is really good. So they are cruelty free now, but they're not certified. They're going through that process. So I applaud any brand that does that. In terms of Eucerin, my thoughts, I will be happy to review them. That's no problem. What are my thoughts on them? I think they're really good if you've got very dry skin. I think they're really good if you've got a dry skin condition like eczema, psoriasis. They do some really great products like that. They do some really nice hand creams. They don't really do serums as such. And the ones that they do, I don't think are great. So I think they're a bit hit and miss in terms of their products. But I will say they do a great cleanser. Their moisturizers are amazing. And their hand creams are phenomenal. I applaud them for going down that cruelty-free route. Not yet certified, but are on that journey, which I think is amazing. And so, yeah, Eucerin, really, really good. Really good. And Sweet Tea said, Rob, best hand cream for dry hands, cold and heat, mostly washing hands constantly for baking. It's going to tear them up. Okay, so Sweet Tea. If like, it's not that expensive, but it's also not the cheapest. So we'll caveat that. Best hand cream I have ever used is the Dr. Sam hand cream. So a couple of reasons why it's amazing. First of all, it is completely invisible. So you put it on your hands, it moisturizes, but it disappears like that. So none of the stickiness, the greasiness, none of that rubbish. It is the perfect finish. It's also got urea in, which is going to help, it's like de-age the skin a little bit, you know, help with any hyperpigmentation we might have on the hands, help with any rough skin, and it is so hydrating. So hands down, the best hand cream is the one by Dr. Sam Bunting. So good. And it's great if you're, particularly if you're working on keyboards as well, and you know you hate that like greasy smear that you get over your keyboard. Don't with that. Honestly, the best I've ever tried. So good. So good, unparalleled, it amazing. Dawn, great to see you, my love, as a new follower. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love and support. Suzanne says my Viking programmer Jan. I love him. Yeah, Suzanne, I love Jan. You know I have made no bones about my absolute crush that I have on Jan. I think he's one of the nicest people, and his beard is like goals. Goals level beard. Rain said, do you think peptides and retinol and vitamin C together too much? No, I think it's fine. I personally wouldn't introduce them all into your routine at the same time. Introduce one, then introduce another, and then introduce another with like a month apart. But absolutely fine. Don says Elemis and Brio, both good. Elemis, I definitely think, is going to be one of those brands that to look out for in 2024. I think they're going to be talked about a lot for sure. Tom says, hope things get better for you soon, Nano. Yeah, we're sending lots and lots of love, and that's kind of what we're here for as well in these live streams. I know it's to talk about skincare and to talk about everything, but I also like to think of it as being like a great opportunity to just talk amongst ourselves about anything that's going on. We're here, and yeah, we're here for you guys, and yeah, just if you need us, that's where we're here for. And we have got a watch this space. There will be an announcement coming up. So watch this space about a Christmas live stream. Christmas jumpers will be mandatory. No, of course, you can wear whatever you want. But there will be a little bit of a Christmas live stream because I wanted to, you're my family. We want to celebrate with family. Also, yeah, I just wanted to more, I wanted to... I want you to to do a little Christmas live stream, which is great. Jan says, "Oh, you're more Viking than I'll ever be." So, I tell you what, my brother is actually dating someone from Norway, so technically, and also has a really good beard. So technically, might be the closest thing I'll ever meet to a Viking, proper Viking. Rain said, don't think I've heard of Brio. It's an up-and-coming brand that definitely is going to get a lot of attention. Watch this space. Amy, great to see you, my love. Can't believe you started without me. Amy, I was 10 minutes late. Amy, love. You had 10 minutes. I was 10 minutes late. You had 10 minutes to get here. But we're so glad you did. We love you, Amy. Don says, thanks for the warm welcome. You are more than welcome, my love. Thank you for joining. BB says, Tom called you right out, Amy. Odie, yeah, Tom says, Amy, you're later than Rob. I know. If you're later than me, Amy, you need to question what's going on. We love you though. And then says, thank you so much for answering. No, that's what I'm here for, my love, and thank you for your question. Brian says, Rob, do you have any information on Medik8 expiration dates? I'm interested in purchasing items that we'll use later on. Thanks for your quality content. Well, thank you for watching. So Medik8, my experience with Medik8 is they do usually have good expiration dates. Other products that I've got have always had good expiration dates. But one thing I'll say for Medik8 is their customer service is next level. If you email them, they get back to you in 2 hours, and they've been really, really good. I would say email them and just say, I'm thinking of purchasing this. Can you tell me what the current expiration date is? I've always had at least 18 months on their products. I don't know, though. It will depend, I guess. But I will say for Medik8, their customer service has always been A+ whenever I've had an issue or I've asked a question. It's always been really, really good. So I would say, yeah, get in touch with them, and they should let you know. Eloise says, Yorkshireman, a Scotsman with the generosity wrung out. Eloise, I can vouch for that. Yeah, I can vouch for that. The joke is, so I went on holiday recently with my mum, dad, and brother, and we all went on holiday. And obviously my mum and dad, my brother, all from Yorkshire, as I am. But I went and we went on, I can't even remember where we were. Were we in St. Lucia or somewhere? Anyway, it was one of the islands we visited, and we decided that we were just going to do a little tour of the island in a taxi, and then we were going to just go to a beach. And we said to the taxi driver, we paid the taxi driver and took us to this beach, and we got there. and the guy was like, "Oh, well, sun lounges are like $10 each with a parasol, and yeah, you just pay this guy." So I was like, "Oh, well, let me have a look." So I got my wallet out and was like, "Oh, I've got $20 in like cash." I thought they didn't take card. I was like, "I've got $20 in cash." So we need some more. Looked around. Not a single person had brought their wallet. Who did they think were paying? Like, it baffles me. They're all just like stood there like, "Oh no, we didn't bring our wallets. Well, no, we didn't bring our purse. No." Like, great. So basically, we had 3 hours to wait until the lovely taxi lady, picked us up again. So there were like 5 of us, all under this one like parasol, sharing two sun loungers, because that's all we could actually get together, because I was the only one that bought my wallet. So yeah, if you want to know how cheap people are in Yorkshire, that is it. They all said they forgot. I'm like, really? Yeah. So luckily, I don't hold a grudge, and we just laughed about it. It was all good. Suzanne says, "Rob, thanks for the K products against hyperpigmentation. I ordered them buzzing pads when Starvana had it, and then a month later, I received a refund and no pads." At least you got the refund. To be fair, Suzanne, you got the refund. But that's not ideal, is it? That's not ideal. Yeah, not great. And also a month to realise they didn't have it and to get the refund. Not okay. Not okay. Reve says, "Hi everyone, just got back from the gym, meant to sign in while there." Reve, and also props to you for going to the gym. I've been meaning to get back on that. Not as great as I hoped post-holiday. So Reve, sending you lots and lots of love. Sweet Tea said, "My dad was the same way. I went around him and got solar lights. Ooh, environmentally friendly and cheaper." It's like, Sweet Tea, I like your thinking. Don says, "Here in the southeast US, we light up the neighborhood with our Xmas deco." Oh, Don, I have seen when I went to North Carolina once, around Christmas time, and I was like, it was almost like daylight at night, because everyone had their Christmas decorations up. They looked beautiful. Tano says, "My daughter was born in a New York snowstorm. What a story." Beautiful story. Beautiful like vision that I'm getting, probably as someone in labor trying to get to like the delivery room or whatever. Probably not the dream. Eloise says, "My daughter made me spend $175 on a new Christmas tree and decorations in B&M." Money well spent, always. Money well spent. Olu Westowin, I hope I pronounced that right. Hello, my love. Welcome. Rev says, "How would you say that YouTube has always changed for you in the past year? You're almost up to 400k subscribers." First of all, let's just talk about how baffling that is. I genuinely, like, yeah, we're 397,000 subscribers, so we'll cross 400,000 hopefully in like the next day or something, which is honestly baffling. So I will just say thank you to each and every one that's been part of that journey. Didn't expect it, and yeah. How has it changed? So I would say it gets easier. So I think the hardest slog is getting your first 100 subscribers. Then the second hardest slog is getting from 100 to 1,000, which is the point at which you can be monetized and get ad revenue. Then 100,000. So I think it took me like a month to get from my first 100 subscribers. Then I think it took like another month to get to 1,000 subscribers. That was easier than for the first 100. Then I think it took about 2 years to get to 100,000 subscribers. Then we got 300,000 in the last 6 months. It's mind-blowing. So I'd say it gets, for anyone that's got their own channel or is thinking of starting a channel, I think the first bit is the hardest. You need to put the work in, and then it does get easier, which is a good thing, but you have to put the work in to get there. I think as soon as you hit 100,000 subscribers, brands are more interested in you. Now, I don't do sponsorships, so it's kind of a moot point, but I noticed that a lot more brands and bigger brands reach out now than used to, which I think in some ways makes sense, because obviously if you want to promote your product through a content creator, you're going to go for the one that has, the larger the following, the more likely you are to want to work with them. I get that. But equally, I think it's a bit sad, because I think, the brands that I work with, I don't do sponsorships, but the brands that I have like a working relationship with, in terms of like products, and they might send things out before they're launched and stuff, are like Allies of Skin, Face Theory, Geek and Gorgeous, and V Green. They're like the 4 brands that we'll reach out and say, "We've got a new product launch, can we send you it ahead of time?" And I will always say yes and would love to try it out. They're the ones that might like give me a specific discount code that I can share with you. I don't take money from any brands because I don't do sponsorships, so no money crosses my palms. But they're the ones that I have like a working relationship with as such. And all of those brands were the ones that were interested when I had like 20,000 subscribers. When it was a smaller channel, they were the ones that showed interest. And now things are bigger. I still support those brands because they were there from the start, and I love them. They are genuinely like the best of the best when it comes to brands. But I think these brands like that are only interested in you as a content creator when you've got a larger following. I don't know. Don't interest me. Why would you? Why wouldn't you want to be like all? Yeah, I don't know. Why wouldn't you want to be with the smaller? I don't know. That's my view. So I think brands are more interested. And I would say in terms of like, yeah, how else has things changed? It has changed, but in a good way. I'm just very very blessed to have like so many people that want to follow the channel. It's mind blowing but fabulous at the same time. And yeah, I never in my wildest dreams thought we'd get here. And yeah, it's great, and it allows us to do things on a bigger scale. So we did the charity drive in November, for example. So we did the Mad About Skin for charity drive, where the linked commissions go to charity. So whilst it's not the final figure, because there is always some adjustments and things that go on, and we're looking at somewhere in the region of about £15,000, which is mind blowing. And when that comes through, there is always a delay, probably January, February. There's always like 3 months delay on them paying out, which is fine. When it comes through, that'll be going to the charity that we're working with, and like, that's way more than was last year. I think last year, I can't even remember what it was last year, but that was a lot more than last year. And so it allows us to do even more good, which is good. So yeah, I think it's got its positives and everything. But yeah, thank you so much, Remy. And I know you've been around pretty much from the start, so thank you so much. Dawn says, I love peptides and vitamin C. Same here. Absolutely love it. Amy says, not liking the Allies vitamin C. It's stinky. I'm going back to V-Green. So I will say V-Green does smell better. I think the Allies of Skin, because it's got the glutathione, works quicker, but it does smell like hot dog water. I personally don't mind that, because I put it on the skin and then it goes after a while. But yeah, it's not the sweetest smelling. Let's put it that way, Amy. Eloise says, Rob is right on the chemistry. He watches Lab Muffin. I do. I do love her channel. I've learned a lot from you, Eloise, for a start, but I've also learned a lot from Lab Muffin, who I absolutely love. Two amazingly informative channels there. Dawn says, does vitamin C and lactic acid together burn? No, actually. Well, if you are used to both, if you don't have super sensitive skin and you're used to both of these ingredients, no. Would I use them both straight off the bat? First off, no. So make sure you let your skin get used to them. But yeah, actually using a lactic acid then putting vitamin C on top can actually make the vitamin C work that little bit better, because it lowers the pH of the skin. So that actually, the two do actually work quite well together. And as long as you've not got sensitive skin, they shouldn't burn, hopefully. Suzanne said, question, is it normal that Allies' skin mask feels slightly warm on application? Yes. Suzanne, so yes, let's talk about this. Some vitamin C's, depending on the formulation, depends on the formulation, and it depends on the brand, can have an exothermic reaction, which is when it releases heat. It shouldn't be like burning or anything, but it should just feel warm. The vitamin C mask is one of those. There are a couple of other ones that I've tried, vitamin C's, that I have, and yes, that is perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal. And yes, not all vitamin C's will, some won't. It's the mark of an active formulation, I always think. It shows you're getting some benefit from it, and it's good. So yeah, it should be gently warming. It shouldn't be like burning. But yes, absolutely, that's perfectly normal. But you're right, Suzanne. It was when I first used it, I was like, what is this? But no, sad it's working, Suzanne. You're all good. Pinya, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Where have you been? What's new with you? Would love to know all. So Last Day says, thank you all for your knowledgeable answers, Rob. You're also helping me ride out a panic attack. Last Days, we are here for you, my love. Giving you a big hug. We're here, and yeah, just sending you lots and lots of love. Eloise says, Superdrug Me Plus is the best, especially the tranexamic acid. Yes. I love the price. I just love the price of Superdrug skincare. They really think about the formulations, and the price is perfection. Lauren, great to see you, Mother. So best eye cream for dry, crepey skin. Nothing I'm using works. So there are 3 eye creams that I swear by, 3 different price points. The Face Facts Ceramide eye cream is the most hydrating you will ever find, and it's £1. £1.75, I think it is. So Face Facts Ceramide eye cream, buy it. Great on a budget, so hydrating. I love the Allies of Skin Omega eye cream. That is hydrating and also has a lot of additional beneficial ingredients. So if you're looking to tackle fine lines, dark circles, as well as hydration, that one's great. And I also love the OcuWake eye cream by Face Theory, which if you've got the little white bumps, the melia under the eye, that's the one I go for. So those are those three. Hopefully one of those will work for you, my love. Scotty says, any thoughts on using SkinCeuticals Blemish, Age Defense Serum and Retinol in the same evening? You can. You absolutely can use those two together. I'm not the biggest fan of that SkinCeuticals Blemish and Age Defense Serum. I bought it because I thought, you know what, this is kind of my product. I'm looking to target fine lines and wrinkles, and I also have adult acne. So this was like almost made for me. I didn't care for it. I didn't get much in terms of results, and I didn't think that the formulation was as good as some of their other formulations. But if you've got it, you can absolutely use it with retinol in the evening. That won't be a problem at all. At all. Oh, Amy says, I was having breakfast with my mum's beau and his daughter's first time meeting. Amy, how did it go? We need the goss. Give us the family gossip. How did it go? Dawn says, oh, best eye cream for skin at 55-year-old. I keep saying this Face Facts eye cream. I cannot sing its praises enough. For less than £2, you get a ceramide infused eye cream that will hydrate you to the gods, feel beautiful under the eye, and looks stunning under makeup. So you put concealer over the top of it, it will be like snatched perfection. It's £2. So good. Zoe, great to see you, my love. Says, sorry if I've already been asked. No, Zoe, you ask whatever questions you want, my love. Says, I've bought the Ordinary Alpha Arbutin. Love this. Does it go before or after vitamin C? Used to buy the combo before they stopped it. I know. That devastated when they stopped that. Really annoyed. But actually, it doesn't matter. You could use it before or after. The only thing I wouldn't mix the two together because it'll impact the vitamin C pH. So it doesn't matter. Use it before, use it after. Doesn't matter, but let it sink into the skin before you put the vitamin C on top, or vice versa. That way, at least it's not impacting the pH. Hopefully that makes sense, but yeah, using them separately works just as well as it together. It's just less convenient. Thanks, The Ordinary. Lauren says, P.S. I ordered Good Molecules because of your videos, and I love it. I love Good Molecules. I wish they were easier to get here in the UK. That's my only criticism, but I love them so much. Suchi says they were a bit serious but nice. Need to get them out for a couple of drinks. Oh, Amy, love. Serious doesn't exist after 3 pina coladas. Get on it. Laura, Sugarless says Hallmark movies do nothing for me. So predictable and barely any romance. I don't know. I like a bit of predictable. My mind loves a bit of predictable. Suzanne says my favourite Christmas film of all time will forever be The Muppets Christmas Carol. A great choice. Nissa says, just ordered a bunch of moisturisers, the absolute best. Thank you, Vanessa, and we love you. I did see your order pop through, actually. So thank you so much for your support, which honestly means the world. Yes, love you. And yeah, like I say, if anyone wants to take advantage of the Mad About Skin moisturiser in the pump, use the code PUMP, capital letters, for 20% off. Just this weekend only, but I'm like, you know what, save, might as well at the same time. Let's see. Fritzenberg's Muppets Christmas Carol is the best. I'm Team Muppets Christmas Carol too, for sure. Melanie says, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm a new subscriber. I'm already happy to be in the family. Thank you. Welcome to the family, my love. Welcome. We love to have you here. We love you. Brian says, thanks for your honesty. Always honesty. You know what? I think life is too short for, you know, fudging things. Like, might as well be honest. Get it out there. So what we're buying on sale today. I swore to myself, Melanie, I wasn't buying anything. I went a bit mad at Black Friday, like on all of November, and I swore to myself I'm buying nothing at all in December. But then I realised that there were kind of some good deals that I could get for people for presents. So Stylevana, I had a code thing for Stylevana, so I got some V-Green products from them to give to some people that I think will really like them. Allies of Skin did, like, for one last time, did their buy one get one free offer, which they're not doing. Unfortunately, they confirmed they're not doing again until November next year, so there won't be any more buy one get one free, which was devastating. So I actually bought 2 of their lip balms, which I love. I think they're too expensive to not get in the buy one get one free, so I bought that, which was really good. What else have I bought? I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. I did go into Primark to buy some tinsel for the Christmas tree, and I did see their skincare, and I bought like 5 or 6 of their skincare because they have a vitamin. They have a beautiful lactic acid. Sorry, beautiful lactic acid that's like £4. So good. So that's even that is actually full price, but yeah, amazing. So they're my little December purchases. Marion says, I think a sunscreen is a sealant on top coat. Yeah, think of it. That's true. Top coat. Layer it on, seal it all in, Marion. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. So, and also, Alice in the Rabbit Hole says that the HHW, Numbuzin, and Pecam all have the same base formulation. It's true. So, a lot of Korean sunscreens will take a base formulation and add their own components to it. So, there are some similarities. Of those, my favorite is the non-buzzing, but yeah, there are some similarities. Now we have got. Oh my gosh, we're 7:30. I'm gonna get through. We've been on an hour and a half. I'm gonna get through as many of the extra comments as possible. So if you haven't already, if you minimize the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and honestly, thank you so much for everyone that does like the live streams. Last 2 weeks ago, our live stream was the busiest live stream ever. We had the most views on the live stream and the replay that we have ever had. So thank you so much. Yeah, much appreciated. And I'm going to take a sip of this tea, and then I'm going to blast through as many comments as I can. That's so good. And now absolutely completely cold. Lonnie, you're getting a lot of love. Lon says, thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the love. I see. Yeah, he gets a lot of love. Suzanne says, "Do you bake Christmas cookies?" Yes, mince pies. Mince pies are like my specialty. I'm very good at pastry, actually. If I do say so myself, I'm very good at pastry, and I'd make a killer mince pie. So yeah, definitely. Jill says, "I use a washing up bowl for my feet, works just as well as a foot spat." Jill, I'm on it. I love that theory. Less expensive. Get the old bucket out. Dunk your feet. Just as good. I'm with you on that. So Marion says, do you have like a little farm? Any gardens or plants? Yeah, I have plants. I love growing my own veg. I've got chickens. I've got quite a lot going on. If I had more space, I'd have even more. Would love to keep goats. They're like my dream. Simon, great to see you, my love. Thank you so much. Marion said, I'm mad at Neod because I didn't get my free eye cream that will not even answer my emails. Oh, really? I actually emailed The Ordinary the other day and they got back to me straight away. Try again, Marion. If you have any luck, drop me a comment and I can always email them, chase them up. Francesca says, I can't access a discount on the website from Italy. Oh, hopefully you should. So Francesca, I don't know why that isn't the case. It should be available to everyone, I believe. If you have any problems, Francesca, if you have any problems whatsoever, just place the product full price and send us an email and we'll refund it off. We'll refund the difference for you if you have any problems whatsoever. Eloise says, Nisrael shampoo on face. Yes, but only if diagnosed fungal acne. Yes. If you use it, and it could, yeah, it may have issues. Oh, but I didn't know that. So Eloise says major stock issues at the moment, possibly because everyone's using it for the acne. Yeah. See. Let's see. Trine says the best remedy for peeling after a cold is Mad About Skin lip balm. I know. Do you know what, Trine? Do you know what? That would have been exactly what I needed. I've run out. It's been restocked for the relaunch, so don't worry. It's coming back. It's going to be in a bullet form and the tub form. So I'll get. But I have actually run out as well. I've run out of my own lip balm, which I would have so used if I had it. So would have used it. Scott said, Dr. Sam makes me question my place on the Kinsey scale. Right, let me just Google what that is. Bear with. Right there. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean now. Yes, I'm on it. I can go with that, Scott. I can go with that. Yeah, definitely. I'm with you on that. I just had to Google that. So now I'm going to do some more in-depth research into that. Love you, Scott. Let's see, where we are. Lisa said, any skincare can eliminate sebaceous hyperplasia. I would recommend a derm visit. I think, yeah, salicylic acid. Actually, what Eloise says, I agree. Salicylic acid, azelaic acid, and slowly introduce retinol. Yeah, I concur with what Eloise says, which is why everyone should check out Eloise's channel follow, show us some love, because genuinely knows the stuff and is a fabulous content creator. And yeah, so definitely people follow Eloise. YouTube don't let you link anymore in shorts videos or live streams, which is really annoying, because I would send a link to Eloise's channel if I could actually do it, but they won't let me. But do follow, because genuinely her videos are amazing. BB says, oh Rob, just so you replied to my comment on another video, you're so sweet. I actually love responding to comments. I absolutely love responding to comments, as many as possible. So I can't get to all of them all the time, but I respond to as many as possible. Jay, it's great to see you, my love. So hope all is amazing with you. Suzanne says, Jan, we're moving to Norway. It's a bit cold, Suzanne, a bit cold. But I do love Norway. Some of the most beautiful scenery you will ever see in your life, but it was quite cold when I went. So Marion says, I loved your interview with Kelly Driscoll, so great. Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone that watched that. I personally love Kelly. I think she was even nicer than I thought she was going to be. Like, I always thought she was going to be nice, because she comes across as nice, but she was like next level nice. So much fun. And I'm waiting for the next person to invite me to do a podcast with them, because I would jump at the chance. Now I've done the first one, I would do so many. Amy says, instead of making Christmas cookies, my mum and I used to make a vat of coffee liqueur and bottle it for gift bottles. Amy, accepting gifts of coffee liqueur. Yeah. Send it this way. Melanie says, what are your thoughts on Stylevana? Are their products authentic? So I have multiple thoughts on Stylevana. First of all, yes, their products are authentic. So that is one thing I can say off the bat. Their products are genuinely authentic, which is great. Their shipping is a bit of a nightmare. Stuff can arrive like 3 days later, or it can take a month. So I think if you order from Stylevana, you need to kind of have a bit of patience, I would say, which is frustrating, because you order a product and you kind of want it there like that, don't you? You want to be using it. So yes, and I think their customer service, if you have a problem and you email, it can take them a long time to get back to you. So yes, their products are authentic. I've never had a problem with them personally, but I will say that their customer service could be a little bit sharper, and their products can take anywhere from like 3 days to a month to arrive. So yes, but my products have always arrived. So there is that. So Suzanne said, any plans for 500,000 subs? Oh gosh, Suzanne, I don't know. I'm taking recommendations and suggestions. Prince Berg says, commit the macaroni. His 500k plan. Absolutely. Fully. Though me and Tom are absolutely addicted to the lambada at the moment. On TikTok, there's this huge trend of dogs basically wiggling their bums to the lambada, which was my favourite song when I was growing up, because it was so amazing. And so I could always do that. We could do that. I don't even know what the dance to that is. I genuinely don't. Eloise says, you've been an inspiration to me with the subscribers that keep going up and down by 1 or 2 and stayed the same a couple of months now. I need to give some concentrated time in the new year. Thank you first of all, thank you so much, Eloise. That does mean a lot. And I would say, yeah, when you're growing from when you're trying to grow up to like the thousands mark, consistency is key. And I know it's really frustrating, because even those days where I didn't feel like filming and uploading, I did, because YouTube at that stage does reward consistency, but it can also be a bit demoralizing when you gain a YouTube subscriber and you lose a few. And I would, my tip for anyone that is new to YouTube or setting off on their YouTube journey, when you lose a subscriber, quite often I used to be really like, oh my gosh, someone has unsubscribed, what am I doing wrong? Actually, a lot of what it is YouTube do like sweeps of bot accounts, or people who haven't logged in for like 3 years, or for people that might have cancelled their account for whatever reason, might have had their account hacked and they've had to delete it. So often when you lose a subscriber at that point, it might not be someone actively unsubscribing, it might just be one of those things that led to it. I didn't realize that till later in the game, and I wish I had, because I used to, every time I lost a subscriber, I was like, oh no, you know what? So I would say Eloise, like, that would be my top tip. And Posh says, they're so cool, we raised so much charity. It was really, it honestly blew my mind. It blew my mind. Now I'm quite impatient, because I want the money to come through so I can actually just donate it away. But watch this space. I'll be showing it on the Facebook channel for sure. Oh, I've lost where I'm in the chat. Let me try and find it. I think Suzanne, Eloise says, Suzanne, I love limoncello. I also love limoncello so much. I think I've missed the original comment to that, but still, I do love limoncello. Christopher said, maybe it's the Last Ketchup song or whatever it was called. Oh no, Lost Ketchup was something completely different. That was that one. No, the lambada was It wasn't big in the States and Canada, it turns out. I looked at this for Tom because I just seen Tom's comment about it. Tom, we're on the same wavelength. It was, if anyone's ever heard of J-Lo on the Floor, when Jennifer Lopez did her song On the Floor, that sampled the Lambada, which was a song from like the early 90s. That sampled it, so it's the same sound as that. But if you Google it, you'll see it. It was great. So Melanie says, thanks everyone for welcoming me. We appreciate it. No, we appreciate you joining, Melanie. We love you. Pandorable, love that name, said retinol and AHA can be combined in the same formulations and not be irritating. This is true. Great option. Pinia says, I've been having a life, also lost 22% of my body weight and now have to lose skin all over. What can I do? Oh, well, first of all, congratulations on the weight loss, Pinia. And hopefully all is amazing with you. And yeah, in terms of loose skin and stuff, massage can be really good. Massage can be really beneficial. Obviously, body oil, like a retinoid body oil, can really help over time as well. Those are my 2 recommendations. Suzanne says, by the way, I just got my bunch of numbers in SPF. Can't wait to finish my other essays so I can crack them open. I hope you love them. Love them. Suzanne says, Jan accidentally tossed the Eliza Skin box out with the lighter mask still inside. The poor dear went dumpster diving and saved it. Yeah, no, not your hero, Suzanne. He needed to do that. In fact, if he ever wanted you to speak to him again, he needed to be in that dumpster getting that box right out. And I now have visions, fabulous visions of Jan, fully bearded Jan, dumpster diving to retrieve the mask, which made me give me a little bit of a laugh. That did give me a laugh. Suzanne says, mince pies by Robert. I'd kill to see a picture of you in an apron. I don't have an apron. This is a good Christmas present, actually, idea. I might give that Christmas present idea to someone. I don't have an apron. And I do make a mess. I love mince pies. I love mince pies. Anyone that is here in the UK and can get it, so Booths, which is this northern supermarket, Booths as a supermarket is hands down the best place. I'm going back up to Yorkshire this coming weekend, and I always take my gran for lunch at Booths because I have a really nice cafe there. And we're going, and let me tell you, if you can get to a Booths supermarket, they are the best supermarket in the world. They have double width aisles, so you're not fighting with anyone. They don't play music, so it's just really nice and calm and like noise free, and they have some amazing food. Booth's mincemeat for mince pies is the best you will ever taste in your life. So if you're in the UK and you can get to a Booth's, you heard it here first, their mincemeat, game-changingly good. Like, so amazing. I just eat it with a spoon. It is so good. Pandora Ball says, been watching you since before you blew up. We'll continue to. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Suzanne says, sweet tea is the dark queen of sass and splendor. Oh, hands down. Absolutely 100% agree. Natasha, I hope I pronounced that right, said, hi Rob, wondering what your opinion is on lasers and microneedling. They're not part of my routine. I don't personally use them, but lasers can be great for treating certain things. I would just say with microneedling and with lasers, go to a professional. Spend a bit of money, go to a professional, because I think that way you'll get the right diagnosis, you'll have the right laser and microneedling treatment to meet you, and it can work really, really well. So yeah, for sure. And we are at the end of the comments. An hour and a half. I think that might be a new record for the length of our live streams. And I've made it, I've made it to the end. And I love you all so much for it. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live stream. If you have, now is the chance to minimise the chat. Give that like button a gentle caress. Thank you so much for joining. It has been wonderful to have... BB says, everyone flood the chat now. No, I'm going to lose my voice. I can't go on, he says dramatically. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. I love you all so much. I'm going to go put my second Christmas tree up now. Those halls are going to be decked. It's going to look fabulous. And yeah, I'm just sending you all so much love. And yeah, just thank you for being here and for being fabulous. Love you all. Take care, guys. Bye.